Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, September 12th, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 545 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. How 7 years of dirt is deep cleaned from mattresses. Mexico drenched in rain as Olaf heads out to sea. University apologizes to medical student who was given a yellow card warning for wearing an inappropriate dress during an exam. Trump on prospect of New York mayoral bid, I would love that. Fox News host Chris Wallace said GOP reps who made false claims about election fraud cannot appear on his Sunday show. Missouri GOP lawmaker suggests Lincoln Memorial should come down after Robert E. Lee statue is removed in Richmond. Two heroes were beaten unconscious after stepping in to try and stop a woman from being sexually assaulted, reports. The Nation I Know, former President Bush's full remarks at 9/11 ceremony in Shanksville, PA. Daughter of 9/11 survivor the Dust Lady Marcy Borders remembers mom's story of trauma to triumph. Japan, Vietnam signed defense transfer deal amid China worries. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Live updates, Emma Raducanu beats Lila Fernandez in U.S. Open Women's Final, The Washington Post. Biden and Bush urge unity as nation remembers September 11th, The New York Times. Salesforce offers to help employees leave in wake of Texas restrictive abortion law, NBC News. El Salvador buys the dip as Bitcoin law goes live, 101 Bored Ape NFTs sold for $24 million, Ukraine passes crypto legislation, Hodler's Digest, September 5th to 11th, Cointelegraph. George W. Bush compares violent extremists at home to 9/11 terrorists in 20th anniversary speech, The Washington Post. Not getting vaccinated against COVID-19 is like driving while intoxicated, health expert says, CNN. Number 11 Oregon beats number 3 Ohio State in upset, shaking up college football playoff race, USA Today. Twitch is suing users who allegedly conducted hate raids on Black and LGBTQ streamers, BuzzFeed News. Manchester United v Newcastle United Premier League highlights September 11, 2021 NBC Sports, NBC Sports. Teen participant in Slender Man stabbing to be released from mental hospital, The New York Times. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Ashton Kutcher's ESPN spot overwhelmed by take a shower chance. Long lines for COVID-19 vaccine in Nairobi, few takers in Atlanta. Lizzo surprises her mom with a new wardrobe in heartfelt video. Trump congratulates Rudy Giuliani for the 20th time, on 9/11 anniversary. Disney's live-action remake of Little Mermaid has a release date. Bush condemns domestic and foreign extremism on 20th anniversary of 9/11. Associated Press deletes 9/11 Nickelback tweet, it was in poor taste. GOP Senate candidate flips out at vaccine mandates in deeply offensive video. U.S. marks 20 years since 9/11 in shadow of Afghan war's end. Don't be fooled by religious arguments for Texas abortion law, it's unchristian. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Weight of many felt in soldiers' sacrifice. Woman accused of running unlicensed daycare. Air Force Base conducts controlled hunt for gators. Tenants go 11 days without power. Video shows frightening moments mom is robbed. Babies born on 9/11 survive and strive. Church volunteer killed in accident. 13-year-old saves 4 sisters from house fire. Military mom surprises family at school. Family speaks after thieves enter home, steal car. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. The pandemic is a key issue in the recall, and that bodes well for Newsom. Republicans attack President Biden's vaccine mandates. Emma Raducanu defeats Leila Fernandez for the U.S. Open title. Biden and Bush urge unity as nation remembers September 11th. Extreme weather updates, Hurricane Larry to bring snow to Greenland. Parents find ways to get their youngest children COVID vaccines. Amid painful year, tearful tributes mark 20th anniversary of 9/11. Venus Williams on mental health, being tough means taking care of my whole self. The unnecessary cruelty of America's immigration system. Oregon upsets Ohio State, keeping Pac-12 in playoff mix. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Emma Raducanu wins U.S. Open, defeating Leila Fernandez to end improbable tournament. Fox Corporation announces $1 M donation to Tunnel to Towers in support of first responders, military heroes. Toby Keith, author of song that became 9/11 rallying cry, never apologize for being patriotic. D.C. police, 2 briefly detained near National Mall after suspicious vehicle spotted. Biden defends Afghanistan withdrawal on 9/11 anniversary, how else could you get out? Verdict, number 12 Oregon stun number 3 Ohio State 35-28. QB debate continues as number 13 Florida routes USF 42-20. St. Louis Forest Park honors thousands of 9/11 heroes with flags of valor display. Associated Press account deletes 9/11 Nickelback tweet it admits was in poor taste. Oklahoma street holds off rival Tulsa 28-23 in Sanders' return. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, September 12th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Emma Raducanu wins her first set. Mail on Sunday comment, higher taxes are never welcome. Contraceptive packets don't leave it too late fertility warnings, says top fertility doctor. Emma Raducanu vs. Leila Fernandez, U.S. Open Women's Final Hive, game-by-game updates and result. Britain goes wild for Emma Raducanu as fans crowd around TVs to cheer her on in U.S. Open Final. University Challenge higher diversity producer as there were 17 women contestants in latest series. Selfridges hosts its first ever wedding as Essex couple tie the knot in ceremony on Oxford Street. Movie makers and stars flock to the UK as Walkery and COVID bring Tinseltown to a standstill. Channel 4 HD viewers complain of no sound for first few minutes of Emma Raducanu US Open coverage. End of PCR travel tests, double-jabbed travelers will no longer have to take expensive COVID tests. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Taliban flag flies over Kabul Presidential Palace as world commemorates 9/11 attacks. The U.S. branded the Haqqanis terrorists and issued $5 million bounties, now they're in power in the Taliban government. Tape their beaks, wildlife trafficking case offers glimpse into clandestine animal trade from Mexico. Israel arrests 4 Palestinian fugitives who escaped prison. Iran says UN Atomic Agency head arriving in Tehran for talks. Hurricane Larry wipes out power, trees in Newfoundland. Taliban flag rises over seat of power on fateful anniversary. Abima El-Ghazn, leader of Peru's Shining Path terrorist group, dies at 86. Queen offers thoughts and prayers on 9/11 anniversary. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Emma Raducanu v. Leilani Fernandez, U.S. Open Women's Final, Live. Bible Review, Rebecca Hunt's personal, probing documentary memoir. Coronavirus live news, UK records a further 156 deaths, thousands protest in Turkey against COVID measures. America mourns as leaders and families mark 20th anniversary of 9/11 attacks. There's risk in everything, right? The serendipity and agony of dating your neighbor. They will kill you, a future leader of Afghanistan on the price he paid for freedom. 13 gorillas test positive for COVID at Atlanta Zoo. Abima El-Ghazm, leader of Peru's Shining Path, dies aged 86. Alt-right finds new partners in hate on China's internet. The Afghan view of 9/11, this is the day the bad times started. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Salesforce to help workers leave states over abortion laws. 9/11/20 years live updates, former presidents join Biden to honor lives lost. Family of man killed during Portland protests sue city. NC's highest court, felons who registered recently can vote. Pope, aim to counter fundamentalist violence with schooling. Divided over talks with Spain, Catalonia separatists rally. New capsule installed within pedestal where Lee statue stood. Full transcript, former President George W. Bush speaks at 9/11 memorial ceremony. Live, ABC News Live. India, Australia call for global action in Afghanistan. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. 9/11 anniversary, emotional tributes paid to lives lost. U.S. remembers 20th anniversary of 9/11. Families and leaders mark 20th anniversary of 9/11. Air India Express, deadly plane crash blamed on human error. Abima El-Ghazm, Peru's Shining Path guerrilla leader dies at 86. Haiti PM asked to testify in president's assassination hearing. 9/11 anniversary, moment of silence as families recite names of victims. Afghanistan, U.S. media cast doubt on Kabul drone strike. Guantanamo Bay, in a courtroom, just feet away from 9/11 suspects. Escaped zebras spark double takes and denials in Maryland. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Today in history for September 12th. Biden's pay respects at 9/11 Pentagon Memorial. EU Council President Michel meets Pope Francis. Americans honor lives lost in 9/11 terrorist attacks on 20-year anniversary. AP top story September 11th p. It doesn't get easier, grief at Ground Zero still palpable 20 years after 9/11. Slain Marine killed in attack returns home. Mourners in Shanksville mark 20 years since 9/11. On the 20th anniversary of 9/11, America honors the memory of those who were lost, we remember. I still get letters, how the famous 9/11 photo of firefighters at Ground Zero came to be. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Weather helps firefighters make progress against California blazes. LA County tax stores report higher demand for ivermectin, unproven COVID treatment. Democrats fight California recall but say party must do better, don't just sit there. Column, the recall circus has managed to ignore staggering crisis ripping apart California. Column, she feeds hundreds of homeless daily in Orange County. City officials want her out. Thanks, I used to hate being dissed by Larry Elder. Now I consider it a badge of honor. California lawmakers end their 2021 work as recall election looms. West Hollywood to require COVID-19 vaccination proof at restaurants, bars, nightclubs. California lawmakers vote to speed up state process for terminally ill to end their lives. Orange County Supervisor Andrew Du confirms COVID-19 diagnosis. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, September 12, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Mumbai woman, raped and tortured with iron rod, dies in hospital. Denmark lifts all COVID-19 restrictions as Fauci says cases are 16 times too high to end the pandemic in U.S. Hundreds protest against rise in homophobic attacks in Madrid. England will be first country to require new homes to include EV chargers. Thousands of Catalans rally for independence in Barcelona. Thousands of medics rallied in Warsaw for better pay and conditions, criticizing the government for failing to compensate them for the added workload during the pandemic. The march through central Warsaw included a minute of silence for 500-plus medical workers who have died of COVID. U.S. removes advanced missile defense system from Saudi Arabia, AP. Hurricane Larry has made landfall in Newfoundland this morning and is now transformed into a powerful extratropical storm over the Labrador Sea. It is forecast to deliver a massive winter storm with 100-plus cm, 3-plus ft, of snow across southern Greenland until Tuesday. Hundreds of pro-Taliban Afghan women attend lecture at Kabul University in face veils in support of the new regime's hardline policies on gender segregation. Google underpay thousands of international shadow workers, violating labor laws around the world, reports reveal. Pfizer and BioNTech will soon seek clearance for vaccine use in children 5 and older. Chinese parents fear children's English skills will suffer as schools cut back on language classes and tutors face crackdown. India can produce 1,000 GW solar energy on 0.5% of land, Mukesh Ambani. France, former Health Minister Agnes Buzyn charged with endangering the lives of others over her handling of the coronavirus pandemic. COVID vaccines won't end pandemic and officials must now gradually adapt strategy to cope with inevitable spread of virus, World Health Organization official warns. The next headlines are from Forbes. Lularoe saga may become scripted movie or TV show. 5 keys for the San Francisco 49ers Week 1 against the Detroit Lions. Venice Film Festival 2021, list of winners. Anheuser-Busch CMO discusses strategic shift from defending market share to driving growth. On the Verge, new Netflix series created by Julie Delpy. Really, Brian Kelly is funny, just ask his Notre Dame football players. NFL fans can spend the night inside the 2022 Super Bowl stadium, here's how. Alex Palou looks to regain IndyCar championship lead at Portland with very strong weekend. Box office, James Wan's Malignant nabs mere $2 Friday. A dozen wines from 6 producers in 3 Italian regions. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,730,975,645 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Senegal's Lacom Studios launches with TIFF Midnight Madness Selection Saloon. Inexorable Review, A Nanny from Hell in a Nest of Old Money. Miley Cyrus and Metallica perform Nothing Else Matters together on The Howard Stern Show. Red Rocket, Blue Bayou and Down with the King among 2021 Deauville Film Festival winners. IAT's negotiations with AMPTP stretch past deadline as strike threat looms. West Hollywood issues emergency order requiring vaccination proof at indoor businesses. Eli Roth on Venice doc Inferno Rosso, Joe D'Amato on the road to excess and his passion for Emmanuel star Laura Gemser. Maria Chapdelaine Review, a leisurely portrait of early 20th century rural Quebec life. In All Honors, director Hwang Sung-yoon projects her fears, self-protective mechanisms and loneliness. French abortion drama happening takes Golden Lion at Venice Film Festival. Penelope Cruz wins Best Actress. Full winners list. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Obama El Ghazm, leader of Shining Path insurgency in Peru, dies at 86. On the 20th anniversary, U.S. allies honor the lives lost on 9/11. For a journalist, the cost of war seen through a soldier's life cut short. A day of remembrances and reflection, 20 years after the 9/11 attacks. For many American Muslims, the legacy of 9/11 lies in the battle for civil rights. Whatever happened to pandemic wedding plans of the Malawian and a Netherlander? Climate change is making natural disasters worse, along with our mental health. This custodian stayed at a school all night pumping water during Ida storms. After 9/11, security became omnipresent in Washington, but threats are different now. 2 decades after 9/11, are we safer? The following headlines are from The Week. Why harboring large-scale terrorist camps may be a risky repeat for Taliban. Biden returning to an updated September 10 mindset when it comes to foreign policy, former advisor says. Taliban recognition not inactive, current discussion in Biden's White House. George W. Bush alludes to growing domestic terror threat in 9/11 anniversary remarks. U.S. commemorates 9/11 at Ground Zero, Pentagon, Shanksville Memorial. What America has learned since 9/11. America's 9/11 overreaction is only more glaring after COVID. 5 cartoons about America's losing COVID battle. The next headlines are from Universe Today. ALMA's new receivers will let it see longer wavelengths, peering closer to the beginning of the universe. Doomed satellite was equipped with a drag sail to deorbit it after its mission was complete. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, September 12th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Wildfire threatens a SETI telescope in California. The next news is from Politico. Stoltenberg, European allies were consulted over Afghanistan. Biden stresses unity, democratic values in Shanksville. Bush, U.S. changed forever after 9/11 attacks. Biden, Obama, Clinton mark 9/11 in NYC with display of unity. House Democrats unveil plans for array of new tax incentives. U.S. pulls missile defenses in Saudi Arabia amid Yemen attacks. How 9/11 shaped Joe Biden's approach to the politics of national tragedy. Biden unlikely to formally recognize Taliban government. Opinion: the Central Intelligence Agency spent 20 years on the front lines of the war on terror. It's time for that to change. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Lockdown changed our experience of time, then nostalgia stepped in. Just a bit of bad luck, why Victoria/Delta outbreak was the one that got away. Australia News Live, foreign airlines at risk of pulling out if Victorian outbreak accelerates. An evil spectre descended, New York marks 20th anniversary of September 11th. For your perfect picnic look, be inspired by the movies. The fertility conversation we are missing in our teens and 20s. Why the idea of Queen Camilla may finally be accepted. Why Mel Doyle's beauty icon is her grandmother. It allows for a story to be told. Concept albums return in the streaming age. Sparrow we thought for those helping keep footy clean. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Financial crime, the theft was fatal. Employee used 189 credit card refunds to embezzle nearly $200,000, bankrupting packaging firm. Newswatch, companies are now issuing more stock than they did at top of the internet bubble, and here's why that matters. The Tell, stocks may fall 15% by year-end, warns Morgan Stanley. Here are some portfolio moves investors might consider. Spurred on by the pandemic, more homeowners are selling to iBuyers, avoiding hordes of strangers traipsing around their house. Sustainable investing, electric vehicles are gaining traction, but chances are that you'll still be driving a gas-powered car in 2035. Outside the box, companies cannot just wait for the skills they need to show up, they need to train the workers they have. In the US, nearly 15% of families went hungry last year. Bookwatch, how can you avoid choking as an investor? Plan for the moment the pressure is on you. TaxWatch, too many ultra-rich people skip taxes, Treasury official says. Why? Because they can. This trader walked through the toxic smoke cloud on 9/11 and was diagnosed with bladder cancer. Here's what he wants you to know. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Loveland Aerospace Company produces compact, featherlight gear for space. Loveland reporter Harold. Rainy ride to school inspires teen to find solution to flooding. The Guam Daily Post. U.S. judge gets it right. AI doesn't get patents. Tech Dirt. The next headlines are from Quartz. Smart cities are a legacy of 9/11. Delivery companies are being squeezed between investors and new caps on fees. Can you report your employer for not following the new U.S. vaccine rules? American Muslims are at high risk of suicide. Italy added vaccine passports, and domestic tourism is as high as ever. Luckiest man alive, why 9/11 first responders' outlooks may improve even as physical health fails. Weekend brief, the DFI is hitting the fan. India is turning the site of a colonial massacre into an Instagram-friendly attraction. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, September 5-11. Huge GTA 4 mod started in 2014 shuts down due to hostility from Take-Two Interactive. U.S. judge gets it right, AI doesn't get patents. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Mercer vs. Alabama. Tottenham. Syracuse football. UGA football. Notre Dame football. South Carolina football. United 93. Tennessee football. PSG vs. Clermont foot. Chelsea. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Drone attack targets Erbil International Airport hosting U.S.-led coalition forces, multiple explosions reported. The Real Heroes, CNN Stelter outrages Twitter by sharing story calling network TV anchors the moral authority on 9/11. Nasty messages calling me a cheater, transgender MMA fighter McLaughlin responds to transphobes casting doubt on debut win. They are children of the same foul spirit. George W. Bush compares 9/11 terrorists to domestic extremist threat at home. Believe Catherine May Orga, feminist group targets Ronaldo with plain banner backing rape accuser during Man UTD return. Watch, tear gas and clashes in Paris as thousands protest over COVID-19 health passes for ninth consecutive weekend. Super nervous, Cristiano Ronaldo makes surprising admission after setting Old Trafford alight, video. Poor taste, Associated Press deletes tweet marking 20-year 9/11 anniversary of a Nickelback album. This is adorable, football fans touched by Ronaldo mother's heartwarming viral reaction to son's goal on Man UTD return. Australian police force group raises thousands to legally challenge COVID-19 vaccination mandate. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Stagflation Phase 1 begins as Democrats scramble to pass largest fiscal stimulus of all time. A decision they'll regret, Australia regulator bans ivermectin use as COVID-19 treatment. Taliban holds flag-raising ceremony on same day Americans commemorate 9/11. NY hospital forced to stop delivering babies after maternity workers resign over vaccine. While Biden joins drone club at 9/11 ceremonies, Trump hits streets of NY. The insecurity of Social Security. NYC using $5.9 billion in federal relief funds to pay artists $5,000, give cash to cab drivers and encourage outdoor dining. Fauci, no firm answer on why Americans who recovered from COVID-19 should get vaccinated. Container ship congestion at LA ports hits record high as more ships join queue. CHS, the Fed is fatally corrupt, and so is the rest of America's status quo. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Iraq's Erbil airport targeted in drone attack, Kurdish officials. Haiti PM rejects diversionary tactics in Moses killing probe. Venice Film Festival, Elie Venerment wins Golden Lion. Canada election, experts urge bolder action amid climate crisis. Uncertainty in Guinea after military coup removes Alpha Condé. Yemen government says Houthis hit Red Sea airport. Can the Taliban be trusted with Afghanistan aid? Abima El Guzman, head of Peruvian rebel group Shining Path, dies. Dr. Congo president seeks review of mining contracts with China. U.S. honors 9/11 dead on 20th anniversary of attacks. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Fauci 1 year ago, you cannot force someone to take a vaccine. Donald Trump on Biden, I wonder why he didn't speak for 9/11 anniversary. Joe Biden responds to criticism on 9/11, I'm a big boy. Biden uses 9/11 atrocity to demand uniform support for diversity. Exclusive Donald Trump Jr. on 9/11, everyone had a sense of unity, but it has since disappeared. Report, Texas right to life receives bomb threat, suspicious package. Catco, we remember those who ran toward danger on September 11th. Mast, veterans served with honor to prevent war from being fought on our streets, this war was lost because of Pennsylvania Avenue. Malignant Review, director James Wan's latest manages to be outrageous and dull. Afghan reporters face growing threat from Taliban, everything changed overnight. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. World's biggest factory to suck carbon from the sky and store it for millions of years turns on in Iceland. Workers discover stash of 239 rare gold coins hidden in walls of French mansion, and they get to share half. Bank that lost 66 workers on 9/11 has paid for all their kids to go to college. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, September 12th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Sex can relieve nasal congestion, and other work honored by 2021 Ig Nobels. Van smashes through Dutch toy store window to steal Lego and Pokemon toys. Woman misses flight, falsely claims bomb on plane at Florida airport, sheriff says. Man dies after being crushed by his own car in McDonald's drive-thru. Affidavit: Texas man murdered woman, shot her husband, because they voted for Biden. Rolling Stones tour manager Mick Brigden dies after accident at home while digging grave for dog. How did artifacts, thousands of years old, turn up in a Mississippi alligator's stomach? Gunman holding a baby shoots at 3 women during road rage clash, Ohio police say. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. What does it actually mean when a company says, "We do not sell your data"? iBrave offers unlimited cloud hosting abilities for under $100. I'd prefer an ankle tag over a quarantine app. 5 reasons why video games should be mandatory in every classroom. Google search finally has a dark mode, here's how to turn it on. Redshift's LED bike pedals claim to keep cyclists safer than regular lights. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, September 12th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. At Sandy's 9/11 healing field, 3,000 flags, 20 years, 1 nation. By stunt number 21 Utah, snaps 9-game losing streak against Utes. Utah Bayou football running blog, Cougars win 26-17, and Utah's winning streak. Test results find no evidence of mercury contamination in Fairmont Park Pond, city announces. We were helping Afghans and giving them a better life. Utah veterans reflect on the horrors they saw, the sacrifices they made after 9/11. Bonner leads rally, Utah state races past North Dakota 48-24. We are one Utah, Governor Spencer Cox urges unity during service event in remembrance of 9/11. Vaccine resistors seek religious exemptions, but what counts as religious? Legacy fire in Davis County not expected to grow after rain aids fire suppression. Biden's vaccine mandate spawns new fear for employers, finding and keeping workers. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Facebook admits it sent misinformation researchers flawed data. Study of 61,000 Microsoft employees finds remote work threatened productivity and innovation. Fans ask questions after first trailer released for The Matrix Resurrections. Some 9/11 news coverage is lost, blame Adobe Flash. Pro-China misinformation operation attempting to exploit U.S. COVID divisions, report says. New battery technologies are making progress. First evidence of elusive triangle singularity shows particles swapping identities. Senator Wyden reflects on 9/11's legacy, mass surveillance. 20 years after the World Trade Center attack, a nation remembers. Security weaknesses in Mozilla VPN found and addressed by audit. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Where were you on September 11, 2001? Check out these shared comments. Man dies, woman critically injured in North St. Louis County motorcycle crash. Illinois deputy wins $7.5 million in lawsuit after spinal injury. Judge orders Missouri restaurant temporarily closed in mask dispute. Police investigating man found dead in North St. Louis City. Flags of valor on display to honor 9/11 heroes until Monday. 3 men charged in East St. Louis shooting that injured 7 people. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. SDPD searching for 87-year-old man suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's disease. California pilot spells out never forget during flight routine for 9/11 tribute. Man arrested after stolen Ferrari crashes into backyard of home in Oceanside. Memorial at USS Midway Museum honors fallen heroes of 9/11. Man sentenced to 15 years after live streaming himself speeding at 167 miles per hour, killing other driver. September 11th. Then and now, see how Lower Manhattan has changed in 20 years. Remembering 9/11, student in Florida classroom recalls moment President Bush learned of attacks. American Airlines pilot remembers father who was flying hijacked flight on 9/11, we will never forget. Feeling the heat, high temperatures forecast through weekend. 1 dead, 2 injured in suspected racing crash in Oceanside. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. SNC to keep U.S. Army communications safe. Northrop Grumman test next-gen electronic warfare suite for F-16 fighters. Russian Army fields newest battle buggies. South Korea pitches advanced artillery system for British Army. Patriot to unveil next-generation armored vehicle at DSEI. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, September 12, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Salesforce to help workers leave states over abortion laws. Pet Food Express removes toy from shelves after East Bay couple says needle found. California parents of 5 children die of COVID-19 weeks apart. 9/11 anniversary, Northern California pilot spells out never forget during flight routine. CA recall, Governor Newsom campaigns in Oakland days before election. Biden embraces message of unity on 9/11 anniversary. Shelter in place in effect due to explosion in SF's Ocean View neighborhood. Are Biden's COVID vaccine mandates legal, and how will they be enforced? Man sentenced to 15 years after live streaming himself speeding at 167 miles per hour, killing other driver. Ceremony honors the victims of the 9/11 terror attacks. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Arkansas man handles number 15 Texas, 40-21, crowd rushes field. Shaw singles in 10th, Red Sox beat White Sox 9-8. Ricardo Pepi scores 12th goal, FC Dallas ties San Jose 1-1. Smith, Ebner carry Baylor in 66-7 rout of Texas Southern. Brewers Burns, Hader combined to no-hit Indians in 3-0 win. Unity of Beam as 3 presidents commemorate 9/11 in New York. Farmers restore native grasslands as groundwater disappears. Constable, photographed as a child after 9/11, 22-year-old reflects on attack that has colored her life. Wheaton pays tribute to lives lost on 9/11, 20 years later. Elgin residents gather to honor those who died on September 11th. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. 24 of Seattle's quirkiest landmarks and where to find them. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, September 12th in the Greenwich Mean Time time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from Cypher Brief Security News and High-Level Analysis. The British in 9/11. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Eye on the Gulf, 94L poised to become our next tropical storm or depression in the Gulf. Tropical system in the Gulf brings back rain chances. Almost $2,000 worth of clothing donations gone after thieves take off with trailer, director says. Capital murder suspect out on bond after execution-style killing of couple in 2018, records show. Dog learns how to walk again after falling off 20-foot overpass in Montgomery Company. Tribute and light shined bright over NYC, marking 20 years since 9/11 attacks. 9/11 remembered, former press secretary to Laura Bush recalls tremendous shock. September 11th Remembrance Ceremony, reading of the names. Eyewitness 29/11, Behind the Lens reveals untold stories, rare video of America's darkest day. Man honors firefighter brother killed on 9/11 by doing good for others every year. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Iran to allow new memory cards in UN's nuclear site cameras. In conservative Somalia, a rare woman presidential candidate. Japan detects suspected China submarine near southern island. Taliban, women can study in gender-segregated universities. Pope meets Hungary's Orban at start of 4-day Europe trip. The latest, Bangladesh schools open, most staff vaccinated. Justin Bieber to make triumphant return to MTV VMAs. Ever the showman, Tom Brown stages a stylish extravaganza. Oil-rich Norway goes to polls with climate on the agenda. Japan passes 50% vaccination rate, may ease limits in November. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Everything you need to know about the Freedom of Information Law. Tompkins Square Halloween Dog Parade and Fort Greene Great Pumpkin Parade are back on for 2021. This NYPD beekeeper has subdued his last swarm. Bruce Springsteen sings I'll See You in My Dreams at 9/11 commemoration ceremony. How NYC Audubon helps birds disoriented from the tribute in light on 9/11. NYC must give teachers with medical and religion exemptions non-classroom work, arbitrator fines. When NYC public schools reopen Monday, some parents plan to sit it out. Why we united after 9/11, but less so for COVID. NYC observes the 20th anniversary of the September 11th attacks. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. First person, human trafficking, migrant smuggling, still significant threats in Asia. An illustration of resilience and hope, in the face anti-Asian hate. Sacrifice of 9/11 first responders, an example of humanity and compassion, UN Chief. First person, a refuge from COVID misinformation. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Yes, Tyra Banks and Lionel Richie have a new ice cream flavor. Did Mountain Dew make a flamin' hot flavor? Is this video of Pluto's surface? Biden presses states to require vaccines for all teachers. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. The terror and agony of being a Mexican hitman's son. You don't know everything about Muhammad Ali just yet. LuLaRoe's alleged pyramid scheme was more sinister and outrageous than we thought. The basketball great who stood up to the NBA to protect his fellow players. OMG, I want that house, Scottsdale, AZ. Biden makes like DeSantis and tries to bully the locals. American Rust, please save Jeff Daniels from this Rust Belt nightmare. The wacky story of Democratic Senator Mark Kelly's plane. When MLB star Carlos Delgado fought post-9/11 jingoism. Afghanistan shitposting Taliban stand finds right-wing fame. The next headlines are from the New York Post. FBI starts releasing newly declassified 9/11 probe documents. Phoebe Waller-Bridge may replace Harrison Ford as lead in Indiana Jones, report. This Mets loss felt painfully familiar. Trevor May calls performance against Yankees his worst all year. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Untangling the Tarantula Nebula, the sky's largest stellar nursery. Snapshot, dusty light years from a black hole's throat. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Upside-down rhinos win scientists' Ig Nobel Prize. Researchers who dangled rhinos upside down earn Ig Nobel. U.S. likely surpasses 1936 record for hottest summer ever, NOAA says. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Ben Affleck shoves away man who got way too close at Venice airport. Scientists investigating possible polar bear inbreeding, a dire sign for animals' future. CIT, Miami Hurricanes fans catch cat in American flag after insane fall from upper deck. Capitol Police announced disciplinary action against 6 cops for their actions at January 6 riot. Estate of Portland man fatally shot during pro-Trump protests sue city, other officials. Florida woman dies day after being booked into jail. North Carolina man wins 3 lottery jackpots at same store. French abortion drama happening tops Venice Film Festival. Man shot inside N Carolina courthouse after altercation over guilty verdict has died. Speeding driver not wearing seatbelt killed after hitting another car, tree near New Orleans. The following headlines are from military.com. U.S. Navy SEALs, Cyprus Special Forces hold anti-terror drill. Green Berets in Guinea escorted by security team after president's overthrow. Wyoming troop deaths 20 years apart bookend Afghanistan war. U.S. pulls missile defenses in Saudi Arabia amid Yemen attacks. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. 4 shot, 1 fatally on South Side, police say. Roof of South Loop building catches fire, no injuries reported. Man charged with being the driver in a fatal shooting, ordered held on $1 million bond. Memorial ceremonies at the sites of the 9/11 terror attacks. Man shot in forehead near Washington Park on South Side critically injured, police say. Chicago grieves 9/11 on 20th anniversary, a wound that will never fully disappear. Boy, 12, killed in South Chicago shooting. Carl Bean, singer turned preacher who recorded LGBTQ pride song I Was Born This Way, dies at 77. Chicago grieves on 9/11 anniversary. Teenage boy charged as juvenile in carjacking, armed robbery. The following headlines are from phys.org. Scientists debate promise, peril of tweaking wild genomes. The plant invaders posing a headache for conservationists. Radioactive rhino horns may deter poachers in Africa. Storm olive drenches Mexico's Baja California. Nature Congress calls for protecting 30% of Earth, 80% of Amazon. Prehistoric winged lizard unearthed in Chile. Mars rocks collected by Perseverance boost case for ancient life. Zoo Atlanta, positive virus tests among gorilla population. California firefighters chase new fires ignited by lightning. Image, Hubble captures a sparkling cluster. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, September 12th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. The 19 best dog foods for 2021. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. U.S. edges Canada in Rugby W Cup qualifier after second leg win. Britain savors a new sporting star in tennis champ Raducanu. After the 9/11 attacks, Boston found a focus for its anger. Pakistan police arrest alleged child abusers, seek suspects. Baylor, Nolan help Oregon State beat Hawaii 45-27. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Word Game, September 12, 2021. Horoscope September 12, 2021, Jennifer Hudson, play by the rules. Ask Amy, strangers have started calling me a name I cannot stand. Dear Abby, my father asked me to keep his secret, but I'm ready to spill it. Stanford scores another shocker at USC. Saturday Night 5, Pac-12 loses games but wins the weekend, barely, Cal and Washington flounder, but Hilton watch and more. Lightning sparked fires close Sequoia National Park entrance. Wildfire forces closure of part of I-5 in California. Walnut Creek man's death along Oregon coast due to innocent mistake, witness says. The latest, ex-Afghan leader hosts tribal elders on 9/11. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Trump, magnificent reality of denuclearized Korea within reach. Newsom, GOP rival seek votes and recalls final weekend. WhatsApp to let user store encrypted backups to cloud. America celebrates heroes, mourns losses on 20th anniversary of 9/11 attacks. Liberty returning to in-person classes after 2-week break. Estate of Trump supporter fatally shot after Portland rally sue city over death. New York governor signs bill to broaden first responder definition to include 911 dispatchers. Texas GOP website hacked, apparently as retaliation for Heartbeat Act. French abortion drama happening tops Venice Film Festival. The next headlines are from The Intercept. An FBI informant's unlikely role in upcoming Supreme Court case on surveillance of Muslims. The Guantanamo Bay internment camp is an unresolved vestige of the American occupation of Afghanistan. FBI terrorism stings, 2 decades of national security theater. 9/11 and the Saudi connection. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, September 12, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 2 critically wounded in Lawndale shooting. CPD officer shot at in Little Village, police. Horoscope for Sunday, September 12, 2021. St. Vincent, Jamila Woods, Georgia and Muldrow, Faye Webster ignites weltering A2 of Pitchfork. 1 killed, 5 wounded, in West Pullman shooting, including 15-year-old girl. Dylan Cease falters in White Sox loss to Red Sox. Woman in custody after 12-year-old boy killed in South Chicago shooting. Woman, 17-year-old boy, shot after argument in Bronzeville. Pitchfork Music Festival 2021, Day 2 photo highlights. It's true, there's a right where every teen wants to be. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Up government ad with Kolkata flyover image sparks TMC BJP row. Pakistan roundup, reshuffle in army top brass, and more. Corona letter, antibody tests may not tell the whole story. Jadeja questions BCCI's appointment of T20WC mentor. Arvind Kejriwal will re-elected AAP national convener. How Samsung is planning to make phones faster. Live, NEET UG examination 2021 underway. Apple's biggest event of 2021. Other top tech news. 14 tablets that you can buy under Rs. 35,000. BCCI and ECB deadlocked over test series status. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, September 12, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Preview, Comp at White Oak Music Hall, September 10, 2021. The next headlines are about world records making news. World's largest Lego F1 car to be built in Saudi for charity, Trade Arabia. Offbeat Oregon, Osu's world record-breaking chicken sparked a foul feud with newspaper, The News Guard. Rainhill Cricket Club to host Guinness World Record attempt, St. Helens Star. Australian man with chronic pain sets world record by holding plank for over 9 hours, newsdaily.com. Washing machine sees scuppers paddle boaters world record bid, but leaves Highland Hospice 1,800 better off, Ross-Shire Journal. Elaine Thompson Harris hunt for the world record, the boar. Guinness World Record winning marine survey is celebrating 90 years, Plymouth Live. Futurican electric truck goes 683 miles on a single charge, sets Guinness World Record, Car Scoops. Dad of twins breaks 2 world records on racing scooter, Lancashire Telegraph. Australia-based Kerala girls aim record, to sing 193 national anthems for World Peace Lifestyle Women English Monorama, on Manorama. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Salesforce will help employees worried about abortion access exit Texas. Apple, don't attach your iPhone to motorcycles, mopeds, or scooters if you want the camera to last. Batman, Wayne Family Adventures, DC's first webtoon, is a delight. 15 X-Files guest stars who helped make the show a classic. In Runs Gone Wrong, the social network has been roboticized. Instagram is working on an update that will allow you to see your favorites first. Another court rules that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis can indeed ban school mask mandates. Dragonlance's creators are creating a new RPG world with D&D's rules. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Abadan in Iran at 114.8 degrees Fahrenheit or 46 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University WIID in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Twitch sues users over alleged hate raids against streamers. Aliens board game is another ho-hum dungeon crawler. California Senate passes warehouse workers bill, taking aim at Amazon. Porsche and Siemens break ground on low-carbon e-fuel plant in Chile. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Was Rudy Giuliani drunk out of his mind when he impersonated the Queen of England at 9/11 dinner? Calls for unity as divided U.S. marks 20th anniversary of 9/11. Numerous Saudi Arabia officials implicated in newly released FBI report, 9/11 families united. Attendance calamity at Kentucky rally featuring pro-Trump conspiracy theorists. QAnon Congresswoman calls Democrats Nazis, while lying on Twitter about vaccine safety. Major company offers help moving employees out of Texas after GOP's anti-abortion law. Trump predicts that somebody will decertify the 2020 election he lost to Biden. Capitol Police recommends disciplinary action against 6 officers for January 6 misconduct. Republican threatened by racist misogynist for not going along with controversial Arizona audit. Here is the shocking way Texas AG Ken Paxton commemorated 9/11 anniversary. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. These purple urchin slayers are trying to save Pacific kelp forests. As the U.S. fled Kabul, its final airstrike may have targeted an innocent man. Biden calls for unity in 9/11 remembrance video. The weather feels the same. The messy truth about carbon footprints. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Lee Wolverton, when it's who's on our side over who's right, we're in trouble, Huntington Herald-Dispatch. Looking for interstellar monuments, Scientific American. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Kreba and Krebin to identified neurons gate long-term memory formation in Drosophila, pnas.org. Predator-induced maternal effects determine adaptive anti-predator behaviors via egg composition, pnas.org. All or none disconnection of pyramidal inputs onto parvalbumin-positive interneurons gates ocular dominance plasticity, pnas.org. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Among the billionaires behind this anti-aging company may be Jeff Bezos, ladders. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, September 12, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. The vindication of Tom DeLonge. Army confirms testing of UFO debris. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, September 12, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.